Hello everyone! So today we are returning to the Pokémon TCG, and once again I have a new deck for y'all. Um, this is, I'm calling Rock, Shock, and Fluff because it's got 3 different Pokemon on it, and the name kind of makes me think of Lock, Stock, and Barrel, the little trio from, what is that movie called? It's Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, the little kids? Anyway. So yeah, that's the logic behind the naming. But this is a all electric Pokemon deck. It originally started because, well, to be perfectly honest, I'm stuck with 2 copies of Ampharos, and I was all like, let's make this work. So let's go ahead and go through this deck list and get a couple games in real quick. First off, if we're doing an Ampharos, obviously you start with a Mareep, which this one, you know, you put 1 energy on it. You discard the energy, you do 30 points of damage. For a basic Pokemon, it's not terrible. Flaffy, we have 1 Flaffy. What this one does is you can either do Cart and Guard during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 20. Or for 3 energy, you can do Power Gem, and it's got 80 points of. Alright, so it got 80 hit points. And then the Ampharos itself, it has a attack called Power Recharge, which costs 1 energy. Put all Electro Power cards from your discard pile into your hand, and it does 30 points of damage. And we're going to talk about how that works a little bit later. And then it has Impact Bolt, 150 for 2 energy. Discard all electric energy from it. And then the GX attack is you can search your deck for up to 7 Pokemon, any Pokemon, and reveal them and put them into your hand. So this card is like a mix between a mid-range beater and a utility, but we'll look more into that later. Just know that the first attack is pretty relevant and works really well in a fairly interesting combo. Next, we got ourselves a Magnezone combo. So we got Magnemite. First attack allows you to paralyze. Second attack does 20 points of damage. No big deal there. Magneton. First attack, 20 points of damage. Second attack, it's 40 per heads, and you flip a coin 3 times. And Magnezone, the only thing we really care about on this is the magnetic circuit, which is as often as you like during your turn, you can put an electric energy card from your hand onto one of your Pokemon. So basically, you get to just load up as much energy as you have in your hand to any of your Pokemon, both on the bench and active. So, and this works from the bench, which is why he's in here. Is he's mostly utility. Since I've had this deck, he's not once been up on the attack, and I can't really, say it would be a good idea because his attack is pretty garbage. 100 points of damage, and it costs 3 energy, and you discard all 3 of them to do it, and he's only got 140 hit points. So yeah, he's pure utility. And then next we have a beater combo. We've got a Alolan Geodude, which has Defense Curl, which doesn't cost anything. Flip a coin, and if heads, you prevent any damage on the following turn. Tackle, 20 points of damage, who cares? Graveler, Rollout, 30 for free, which is pretty cool. And an Electroslug, which is pretty steep cost for 100 points of damage, but I don't really mind it as much because his final form, the Alolan Golem, his first attack for 3 energy is Hammer In, and his second attack for 4 energy does 200 points of damage, but 50 damage to itself. And then it has a GX attack that does only 100 points of damage, but it also makes it to where your opponent can't play any cards from their hand during that turn. And then I've got 2 one-offs over here just because I had them and they fit in the deck. We have a Pikachu Zekrom GX tag team. So its first attack is really, really awesome in this deck. Full Blitz, 150 points of damage, and you search your deck for 3 electric energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. So if you already have your Golem on the field, you can load them up and get ready to swing. Tag Bolt GX, 200 points of damage, and if this Pokemon has 3 extra electric energy, which doesn't happen, but attached to it, this attack does an additional 170 points of damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, so you could potentially 2 for 1. if you were ever to overinvest, which I typically don't do. And then we have Tapu Koko. Its first attack for 1 energy, 20 points of damage, you draw 2 cards. Pretty cool as a utility. And then the second attack, 200 points of damage, but the drawback is it can't attack on the following turn. And of course, it's got 200 hit points. This is a pretty decent card. It knocks stuff out, and if you set it up in a way that you're keeping your opponent from being able to invest enough to get ahead, it can plow through stuff. But the main cool thing about it is that it doesn't have a retreat cost, so you can Thunderous Bolt and then swap it out for something else later. So it doesn't usually stay up at the bat very often. It's just one of those good in-between Pokemon for finishing stuff off. So let's move on to the trainers. Of course, we got 1 Evo Soda and 4 rare candies. Again, Evo Soda allows you to evolve something on your bench or your active by picking its evolved form directly from the deck. Rare Candy allows you to skip the first stage evolution. We got 2 Professor's Letters to go get some energy, 2 Pokemon Communication in case you have something in your hand that you don't need and you want a different Pokemon. Electro Power. Now, if you remember, we were talking about how the Ampharos allows you to go get these out of the grave. What this does is it makes your electric Pokemon's attack do 30 more points of damage. And we have 40 in the deck. So a cool combo that I figured out is that you could get 2, 3, 4 of these, play them all on the Ampharos, and then use that attack that only does 30 points of damage, and you're boosting it and then getting those back, and so it combos off pretty well. But even if you don't just do that, you can just get them back to your hand and use them on a different Pokemon. It's always good to boost your attack. So this makes our powerful attacks even more powerful attacks, and our mediocre attacks passable. This one is an all-star in the deck, and as you can see, it's got that diamond symbol, which means you can only have one in the deck. It makes it to where electric Pokemon attacks cost 1 electric less. 1 whole electric less. So everything gets discounted by 1. I think I figured out that you can't get a free attack, but still, being able to do any of our attacks for 1 less electric is super sweet in this build. We have 1 Pokemon Fan Club, which I think I'm probably going to swap out for a Nest Ball. 2 Pokekids, 3 Tate and Liza. Again, you can either reset your hand or switch. We have 2 copies of Tierno, draw 3 cards. 1 copy of Fisherman, a Pokemon Center Lady, and I'm sorry, we have 4 copies of Tierno. And then we have 3 Cynthias to reset her hand. And then moving on to energy, I do have 3 colorless energy in here, even though there's only 1 Pokemon that uses it. But that 1 Pokemon, which is Golem, really needs to make sure that it has it. I might go down 1 and go up by an electric energy, and then after that I just have 10 electric energy, which comes to 13 overall. So that's the build. We're going to run it as is for now, and we're going to see if we can't get a couple wins. Alright, well, according to this, I have an advantage, so let's see how much of an advantage. By the way, I haven't played this game in a couple of days. I got myself a new job, and so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play anything. The only reason why I was able to upload regularly is because I already had all of those Magic the Gathering games pre-recorded. So all I had to do was transfer them over, edit them, and upload them. And like I said, I understand that the audio wasn't super great on those. It's because I didn't think to check to the mixing. So yeah. So we're going to start off with a Marie because we don't have any other choice. I'm not a super big fan of the way that this hand looks right now. We don't have any of our evolved forms. The only saving grace right now is we have Tierno, so we're drawing 3 cards next turn. Ugh. And we're taking 10 now. Okay. So they have an Alolan Meowth. I don't know what kind of Persian they might be running, if they're running a Persian. Sableye, that's pretty dangerous because the second attack Yeah, it does 6 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active. Okay, well, I'm not super happy to see that Professor's Letter. Oh, dude, what is this? Oh, bad luck. Okay. Well, let's do damage. You know, I mean, I've got plenty of electric energy in the hand. I have a Professor's Letter, which means I can get more if for some reason I run out, so... You know, let's take advantage of the fact that Mareep is, like I said earlier, a pretty decent basic. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I didn't get a chance to read it. What is it? Scramble switch, huh? Oh! No! We got one-shotted. Oh, bad luck. Garbage hands, really bad luck. Alright, let's try again. That was stupid! And it said I had the advantage. Not when I have a garbage hand, I don't. Alright, let's call him a coin flip. Won the coin flip. No, I'm not gonna go first. Alright, okay, this is better. I think I'll probably start with the Geodude, bench the Mareep, and then use Cynthia. Because there's no point in having a rare candy in hand if there's nothing to evolve it from. So, Geodude up. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just stick with the plan. Alright, Mareep hits the field. Done. Oh, look, they're doing electric too. Morpeko. It's 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched, and 150 discard energy if you do switch with one of your benched. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would consider that a useful effect, but I would definitely say that first attack's going to be kind of annoying. Eevee and Snorlax, we've seen that before, and we have this. No, we don't have this in our deck. I have a different Tapu Koko. Well, we'll look at that in a little bit. So, let's start by... We're going to put an electric energy on Geodude and see if that makes a difference. And then we are going to Cynthia real quick. Alright. Not helpful. Well... We'll go ahead and put another Geodude on the bench, and if I get a chance to Cynthia again, I'll probably put the Mareep back. And we are going to Defense Curl. Tails, so it didn't do anything. But that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna look at this Tapu Koko Ditto, or waiting for them. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto the bench, you move any number of electric energy from other Pokemon to this Pokemon. If you do... This is now your active Pokemon. 170 hit points, and it either does 130 with Sky Claw or its GX, which is 50 times the amount of energy attached to all Pokemon your opponents control. So, I don't know. Personally, it doesn't seem like something I would play, but you know, it's not necessarily my place to make that call. So. We'll go ahead and Tantalize it because, once again, we need to reset our hand. And... Oh, my goodness! Is it too much to ask for a decent card? Alright, or an evolution form. It's 3 times I've had rare candies that I can't use. So, yeah, the only thing I can really do here is Defense Curl. Not get anything off of it! Oh, this is gonna suck. The only thing that... I have to hope that when I Cynthia next turn, I'm going to get an Ampharos and maybe an Electro Power again. What does that do? I think that resets her hand. Oh, okay, we both do. Alright, well, at least I have an evolved form on hand now, and I think it can survive another attack. Unless they pull some type... Oh, no, never mind. They're at 3 energy now, so Geodude is dead. But I have a second Geodude, so... That accounts for something. So... I think we'll put the Geodude up to the field. I don't know. We'll go ahead and turn it into a Graveler. Play an Electro Power. And I'm thinking we'll play Tate and Liza again. I probably should end here now, because if I got another Pokemon, I could have drawn into whatever it is I needed. So, yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, what do you know? Okay, so we will go ahead and play a Rare Candy and evolve the Mareep into an Ampharos. Let the first good thing happen. And then we will go ahead and play Boosted Rollouts. I think next turn... I'm pretty sure we're about to lose Graveler. Which sucks, but... You know... Oh, but you know what? With both my Geodudes gone, that means... I don't get to play Golem this game. I really should have thought that out. But if I somehow get another Rare Candy on my next draw, what I could do is... Magnezone before I Cynthia. Evolve Magnemite into Magnezone before I Cynthia, which would allow me to ramp up in any way that I need to. Yikes. That sucks. This isn't going well. Alright, I'll just flat out play a Cynthia again. So we're running out of hand resets. Okay, so hit the field. We're going to go ahead and shuffle that in because we now know we can't use it. I'm thinking we'll put, we do have a Geodude. Okay, alright, well that's good. And I had more than I remembered. Well, that's not a bad thing, but... I think we're gonna lose, though. I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, that attack's not enough to kill Ampharos, but Ampharos is not... It's not a good look right now, man. Gotta figure something out. Misty's favor, search for 3 supporters. If we can figure out a way to quickly and effectively knock out that stupid mouse, I think we can start overtaking the game. I mean, yeah, they have some energy on their Snorlax Eevee up front, but... Oh, no. No, not Lysander. Oh, shoot. That's not good. They can force the... shoot. Yeah, they can force their bench Pokemon to come up front so they get a more favorable matchup, and they can do it twice. Well, Geodude is the only one that can make use of that. We'll play the Electro Power on the Ampharos because we can get it back. We'll reset the hand again just because that's just more card advantage this time around. Evo Soda on... Okay, there's no valid targets, never mind. This sucks. So here's the best case scenario, and it's really sad that this is the best case scenario because it's still bad. We lose our Ampharos, we put a Geodude up on the battlefield, and with either our natural card draw or with Tierno, we get a Golem. We evolve that Golem with a Rock Candy, and then somehow manage to land an energy. And that's still not good. No, okay, our best case scenario is if we get an energy, Thunder Mountain, and a Golem within the next 4 cards. In which case, we can... Never mind! We officially do not have a way to win. Yeah. There's no situation in which we win this, so I'm going to go ahead and concede. That sucks. Well, I am determined to attempt to get a win because I know this deck can do well. So we're going to try one more time and hope for a win here. Alright, our opponent won the flip, or lost the flip, so we're going to go first. Alright, let's see if we can't get a good hand up in here. Alright, well, apparently not. It's got some cool looking card sleeves. A second mole. Alright, so our opponent is done mulling, and we are not. Man, imagine constantly getting that much BS luck. Whatever. Alright, so we get a Geodude up to the plate. And nothing else. So they have a Mimikyu, which looks like it's just going to be a utility. And go away, Ultra Ball. Okay, that's pretty useful. That's pretty cool, actually. And then Gengar, Mimikyu. Your opponent reveals their hands. If it's the she's trainer, you find there. It's very conditional. It does encourage me to play out trainers, that's for sure. Tapu Lele. We didn't really get a chance to read that yet, but yep, they played it. Okay. Scan, bench. Support a card. Put it into your hand. 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. It's not affected by a weakness or resistance. And then heal damage from 2 of your bunch of Pokemon for the GX. Okay. Interesting stuff. We don't have a great hand, but we did just get a Tate and Eliza, so we can reset it. Shuffle. Okay. Not great. This is just not my day with this deck. Just endless bad luck. Jesus. Alright. Professor Sycamore. I'm assuming that was discard your hand and draw cards. Draw 7 cards. I didn't read it, but that's what happened, so. Alright. Let's go, opponent. Okay. More psychic Pokemon. So we got a Mew EX with an energy attached to your Pokemon, to your other Pokemon any way you like. Okay, so that first ability is really what makes it work. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one does the same thing, except it's just more beefy. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. I think I'm gonna Tate and Eliza again. Okay, that was pretty fortuitous. So we are going to go ahead and get the golem out. We can't attack, so we're not going to play the electro power. What we are going to do is we're going to go get some energy with the professor's letter, and hopefully on the following turn, we can start really knocking it out of the park. Our first attack will knock out the Mimikyu, and then after that, we can start using our big attack to hopefully get rid of some of these GXs. So our chances of victory still aren't great, if I'm being honest, but they are better than they were. Yeah. There's like a whole archetype surrounded by this Mew and 2 and Mew GX, or sorry, tag team combo. It seems to be a pretty solid build, and I would like to attempt it at some point in time. But I don't know what it would cost to get one of those. You know, I found out the other day on Reddit that there is a Jirachi utility that costs 28 packs of cards. 28. How ridiculous is that? Oh my goodness. Oh, sweet. Double energy. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. No complaints here. We are only going to do... Oh, you know what? This would be a good time to use our GX. We're going to. Because we get our knockout, and we hand block our opponent. Which is pretty sweet. Yeah. Alright, if I remember right... What the heck? What did you do? Can't play any cards from the hand during your next turn. Okay. I'm fine with that. Well, actually, let's take a look because you now have a bunch of trainers. For each trainer card you find. Yeah, oof. Oof. That was 4. That's 200 points of damage. Shoot! Yeah, we're still better off doing Hammer at the moment. I'm trying to think what we can do. Because our Golem is all but screwed at this point. So, we have Pokekid in hand, which means we can go select something. We have 2 Electro Powers, which, combined with our 80-point attack, it's an addition of 60, so that's 120 points of damage, which means we can get the Gengar up to 200 points of damage. Okay. Here we go. Geodude, Pokekid. We'll go get a second Golem. Wait a minute. If we get the Pikachu and Zekrom, I mean, we have to load it. No, we're getting the Golem. Okay, so we obviously can't evolve the Golem this turn. So we'll go Electro Power, evolve the Magnemite, and then we... I've got to think this through. Okay, so you have 90 hit points. Right now, my opponent has the ability to take any GX, so they'll probably use the Mew and Mewtwo, which means they can do Energy Drive, Curse Drop, nothing. Well, if they put another energy on it, they have access to Tree Slam and Eerie Glow and yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think this isn't really what seems like the smartest move, but I've got to get rid of that Gengar. And I think I have a decent chance of setting up a win when I go up against that Mew and Mewtwo, because that is also a tag team. So once I knock that out, I'm good. It's just going to be really difficult to set up, but for now, what we're going to do is we're going to sacrifice the Magneton. Because we know we're about to lose that thing. And we're going to focus in investing into the Golem so we can hopefully pull a win out of this. Your Pokemon all cards attached into your hand. I can't read what that says. When a Psychic Pokemon and Fighting Fury Belt and Spell Tag. Okay. Very rapid fire. What does this do? Okay, that's not super relevant. It could be, but... Alright. So what is our opponent gonna do? We're gonna poison Magneton. Okay. Alright. I guess it's something we have to be aware of. So we're gonna Rare Candy, evolve the Geodude into a Golem, give it an Electric Energy. We're gonna give it our shiny Electric Energy because why not? Man, I wish I had my Thunder Mountain right now. All I can do is hammer in. So what I have to do, what we need to do in order to get a win right now, I have the Electric Energy in hand, so I can definitely do the 200 points of damage. So, one, if our opponent swaps, that's bad for us. But... Okay. Really? Okay. What needs to happen is we need to not take 200 points of damage by the time our next turn comes around. And based off of what I saw on their bench, I don't think they can do it. It's sideways. Does it say 3 damage in each of your opponent's bench? Okay, not relevant. Although I do have a deck in... Oh, shoot. Confused and Burned and... Heads. Okay. So we really got to take a risk for the win here. Oh, it's a Tails. Shoot. Oh, we could lose right now. We could absolutely not have a good time right now. Well, I wonder how this would work if I did successfully pull it off. I mean, I either win or I lose, one way or the other. Okay, so I got the 200 points of damage in. That dies. But I get the prize cards, and I no longer have anything on the bench. Oh, it resets? That's funny. Okay. No, I'm not gonna go first. Okay. We're gonna try again. Oh, shoot. Oh, but there's only one prize card. Okay. So it's whoever can get the finale first. Okay, I feel confident because we have Tapu Koko. And we have the Thunder Mountain this time. So for 2 energy... Oh, I think I can do this. Alright. Chandelier. Chandelier. So yeah, fun fact, if it would end in a draw, it does not end in a draw. You just get one more shot. Okay, so I get to attack first. That's pretty cool. Thunder Mountain. Can I attack with nothing? I can. Cool. I'm not going to, but I could do it. So I'll only get 20 points of damage, which doesn't really matter because what I need to do is I just need to get the Thunderbolt. Yeah, so yeah, sure, why not? We'll play that. Spike Draw. Take that. I think we can win this. I think so. Okay, I don't. It's fine. I mean, that's not great, but it's okay. Come on. Okay, so they have a spell tag on them, which doesn't seem like that relevant of a card right now. So they did 40 points of damage to us, big deal. We'll put another electric down. We'll put the Magnemite down because it's in our hand, I guess. And okay, so Sycamore. Okay, so they don't have anything I have to be worried about. We'll Spike Draw for another 50 points damage. Okay, so unless they put something else down and retreat, we win next turn. Because we just got the last energy that we need. So they're resetting their hand. Another energy. Another 40 points damage, I guess. And then we just go energy. Yes! Well, we got a win. That was one of the most interesting games I've ever played. Alright, so yeah, that was Rock, Shock, and Fluff in two of the worst games I've ever played in it, and one of the more interesting ones I've ever played. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you again some other time.